Hold on. Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you can you hear me now? Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? Let me know where you can hear me. Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? I know you can hear me because I see my lines going across there. So I kind of know you can hear me now. But yes, yes, I know it. Some I don't. Oh, okay. Hold on. I got to mute that. But what's up, everybody? Simeon Sims, I just hit the, I told y'all, Simeon Sims, I'm gonna show you how sensitive this equipment is. I just touched the mic like this. Watch this. I'm gonna keep talking. Touch it back again, it'll just pop back on. I mean, I don't they got this newfangled stuff that is she said, how about that? Wasn't that a good game, man? Wasn't that a good game? I mean, we can start there. Wasn't that a good game? I mean, to kick the whole NCAA tournament off, it takes an HBCU to have their one shining moment, their Cinderella moment in it. I mean, that is Moody to my hat. I called it. I said I didn't mean to call it, but I am so proud of the SWAC, ladies and gentlemen. When one of us win in the SWAC, all of us win in the SWAC. So Simeon Sims, Chad Ware, Chad. Chad, you went to Prairie View, right? But man, that it was just unbelievable, man. Those guys found a way to win. Hold up, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna talk about North Carolina in a minute. You're right. Let me put up some of y'all comments because y'all comments are funny. But in all fairness, though, uh, by I don't know. See, when you have a committee, it's always left this what subjectivity and objectivity. And what I found out about North Carolina, ain't no way the NCAA was gonna just have three ACTC teams in there after SEC got 14. Ain't no way. It's a Power Five conference, y'all. Power Four conference. They got the Power Four conference got to be in. You follow me? But he said it was good seeing the SWAC. Hell of a play. We're gonna talk about all of that. Everything you mentioned yesterday on the show came true. Thank you, Thaddeus Moody. I'm glad you be thinking of, you listen to sometimes. Some of y'all just don't be listening when I say something. Uh I'm proud, man. Y'all gotta understand. This coming from a guy, Robert Hatter. I've watched this team over the last 4 years intensively. I got the scout. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. I'm gonna take y'all behind the scene. Y'all the only ones gonna get this. Alabama. Hold up. Alabama uh, State. State. So when I put Alabama State in there, right? So watch it. Hold on. Let me go. Let me put my scout in there. Hold on. Let's see. Swag. That's money. That's all y'all. So verse TSU. Watch this. Oh, TSU versus ASU swag. These my personal notes when we played them. Areas to exploit. Put their bigs in the ball screen. Attack the glass against the small lineups. Alabama State returns 5 veterans from last year from a team, the leading scorers, Knox. They're 80th in the country in fast tempo of play. They look to play a small lineup the majority of the game with 4 out and 1 in or 5 out actions. Y'all got. I'm giving you. I'm telling y'all about this team. Hold up. Then my Robert's rules, my keys to win. I mean, it's just all that I have to, I have to have all this stuff and study that stuff. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. I thought they would have had an easier time with St. Francis, but St. Francis can hit threes. Y'all pray for my cousin Stephen Wood. He's the Stephen. Who is Stephen Woods? Not Stephen Woods. He's the finalist for the North Shore job. What's Stephen? I don't know what you're talking about. Uh, yeah, but I have to, Brad, because I have to. I got that on every team, Brad, in the SWAC. Every team TSU in the SWAC played, I have that in. What's up, Rodney? I have that information on them, and so when I'm looking at other teams, I went and looked at Saint. I thought we'd have beat Saint Francis just a little. I thought we'd have put smashed them a little bit harder, but you notice I said we because we're in the SWAC. So but not my, you talking about Stephen Woods that was at hold on. Stephen Woods that was at Hightower and he went to another school last year, Randall. Now this same Stephen Woods about to is up for the North Shore job. Some about that ain't Stephen. I haven't heard that, and I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it is that Stephen Woods. So he didn't like Randall? I ain't man, you know I'm gonna text him. But he always say, well, how I ain't gonna tell you until it's final. But I did not know. See, I don't keep y'all, I'm that far removed. Why would he leave Randall to go to North Shore? Why Randall to North Shore? Let me give me a sip. Can I give me a drink? Y'all starting some stuff. But let me get back to Alabama. Alabama State. Let me talk. Let me talk about them. You know, that's how I'm starting my show off. HBCU style. Congratulations to Alabama State. Shout out to a couple to the Memphians. Tony Madlock, TJ Madlock, Tony's son, and Amar Knox, who got the game winning bucket. It just y'all are just so great to me. Just seeing those guys. And then Tony Madlock right in the middle of his I don't Daryl Anderson said it's on RCS Sports. So I haven't seen RCS Sports. Look, hold up. I, I don't look at it all the time, y'all. So I mean, nothing again. I just yeah, I don't know, Daryl Anderson. I got so much stuff I have to do. So I probably I didn't haven't seen RCS Sports today. Share the show, everybody. Share the show. That's funny. You said that. But I was just thinking about Alabama State and the coach. Let me give you a little bit, Tony Madlock. He from Memphis. He played in Memphis. I told you he been to a lot of colleges, but his last college before that was at um, um, he was at I think he was at with Auburn. Then he went to Memphis. Then he went to South Carolina. But watch this. Watch this. Hey y'all. Last night, this is what March Madness is. When a private Catholic school with under 2,500 students takes on a HBCU from Montgomery, Alabama, with under 4,000 students. And we end up with a moment that kicks off the best sporting event all year round. It's amazing basketball last night, man. I watched it from and they was talking about that play. He called it a touchdown, but it was the old Hubie Brown play called the home run. So you make the pass, the guys fill the lane. Hopefully the ball is deflected to one of your guys, and he makes a play. And that's exactly what happened. I'm just so, oh, I'm just telling you, man. And then after the game, he have the wherewithal to say this.
Your team when
Hey, y'all can hate on him if you want to. He said, Memphis, stand up. The young man next to him went to Bartlett High School in Memphis. Tony is a product of Memphis. His son, TJ Matlock, is a product of Memphis. And all he did was said, Memphis, stand up. And in honor of that, share the show, everybody. What y'all doing? Wait a minute. I haven't shared the show myself. I apologize. Hold on, y'all. I know people waiting on me. People just be lazy and waiting on me to share the show. I am so sorry, y'all. I haven't shared the show. To y'all lazy folks, let me share the show for y'all. I shared it. I'm sharing it to my groups. I didn't, because when I come on the show that different way, I don't remember to share the show. So I just shared it. Oh, let me go to YouTube. I'm gonna come over there and hit that button and share it over there too. Y'all just got to hold up a minute, because there's some people out there right now that just ain't watching the show. They're not wanting to show because they be waiting on me to notify them. Bless their heart. Bless their heart. I'm trying to get it to them. I'm sharing it. Okay. I didn't share it. Okay. All right. Shout out to Tony Madlock, but this for you, Madlock.
It's Memphis. Nothing but Memphis. Everywhere we go, it's Memphis. Memphis, Tennessee, the beautiful land in the world. It's Memphis.
Hey man, I didn't even realize he was gonna do that. It caught me. It caught me off guard. And just to know, man, y'all gotta understand. Tony Madlock is so nervous. Y'all, he just the most nervous coach in the world. You know, him and Penny talk all the time, and he, you know, everything. I mean, all season long, he was nervous for his job. You know, because I think they had a bad record, and you know they wasn't that good in the beginning, and then they got better. And y'all got to understand, as black coaches, man, our jobs is at stake all the time. She said beautiful. Yeah, but it's I'm just proud of them. I'm just proud. Y'all got to understand. I'm gonna show you some things, like I showed y'all this yesterday. They getting off the hotel. They getting off Alabama State when they first got to Dayton. Dayton is the first four city. They host the first four guys. This how they got off the. So that's how they got off the bus, right? But y'all got to realize, just a few years ago, I was getting off this bus at that same hotel. You can hate on me all you want to. I was getting off that same bus. So I felt every movement. I know exactly their schedule. I knew what time they were going to practice. I knew, the bagpipes. Yeah. I don't know about the bagpipes. I don't know who that guy was, but he did it for them. He did it for us. What's up, Coach Farr? He did it for, y'all don't understand. When I saw that yesterday, it kind of got to me. Gary Carter. I was like, I want to be there. I want to be there. I mean, they take care of you, that hotel. When you get up to the hotel room, Gary, when you get up in the hotel, right? I walked up the stairs. I get to the hotel. This what happens. This what's laying in my room. This what's in my room right there. Them cookies I was talking about. They laying on my bed. That's my bed right there. Hey, Robert, man, I'm talking about something else right now, man. I get to you and then the Dallas Baptist and all. Yeah. yo. We're talking about the HBCUs right now, man. We're talking about the SWAC right now. It's all about the SWAC. Can the SWAC have their moment before Michael Garcia come on here asking about Dallas Baptist? Can I finish with the SWAC first? Then we'll talk about Dallas Baptist. So when I get to the room, that's what's at the room. Y'all, and I'm not done. I'm not done. So you go, what did they do? What else we do? What else they do? Hold up. All of this stuff, they send the plane for you. Hold up. They send the plane. I guess it was after COVID. I got they send the plane for you. You're getting on the private plane. Sonya. And then, Sonya, hold up. We don't stop there. Sonya, see, we don't stop there. Hold up. That's the motorcycle. Everywhere we went, those motorcycle cops was in front of us. My car. Y'all, I'm trying to show y'all. I experienced what these guys experienced just a couple years ago. So then, hold up, let me see. Let's go. What I got next? What I got next? Then sometimes this the other police. That's the Dayton police. You see that's that Dayton police? They had us too. Hold up, get out of that. Hold up. We get off the plane. Look at our sign. Welcome TSU. When we get off the plane, they're welcoming us. Y'all don't understand this. This stuff is getting to me right now. And then all of a sudden, it's gone. But shout out to Alabama State. I'm glad they're there. And I'm glad they're doing what they're doing. And I got a connection with Tony Madlock. And it's just fun. I'm serious. But I'm gonna come back and answer your question over there. Sonia said, my college, UA in Pensacola, assistant with the tournament. Oh, okay, in Pensacola. Okay, look at Sonia. Let me see. Sonia said her college is assistant, so they must be having some in Pensacola. What they having in Pensacola? Shout out to FAMU Dayton alumni chapter for showing HBCU love to the ASU guys when they were in town. Shout out to them. Yeah, somebody sent me that information that the FAMU Dayton alumni was out to support the SWAC. And shit, I don't remember coming out there. I don't remember the ass coming to support us. But I'm glad that everybody, TSU is not that well. So he said, Robert, congratulations to Baptist on winning the South Central region and making it to the Elite Eight in Indiana next week with Division II. Shout out to them. Also, Dallas Baptist. Because Michael, we talking about NCAA, and Michael said, okay, let's talk about Vision 2. Okay. I put it up on the screen. Can't say I didn't. But Sonia said the bagpipes. I don't know. I didn't ask the man why the bagpipes. I'm serious. I don't know. Maybe it's too close to St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. Because it was, it was around that time. If they flew in on Monday, yes, maybe that was it. Because Sunday was St. Patrick's Day. So maybe that's the reason. I don't have no, Google it. It might pop up. But that's a good question, Sonia. I'm telling the truth. I didn't even think about it. But let me keep going down. Let me get back to my go down my list of stuff I wanted to talk about. Terry Anderson is at High Point from Lamar basketball. Who is Terry Anderson? Y'all hold on, I gotta turn something on. I don't know who Terry Anderson is. Maybe you can help me out and tell me who Terry Anderson is. I don't know who he is. Who is Terry Anderson? Gary, you got people all over the country that some people might not know who Terry Anderson is. So let's find out who Terry Anderson is. So people, this just ain't people that's in Houston. It's people all over the country watching this. He said, let's forget Florida A&M. Yeah, we just talked about that. Monday was St. Patrick's Day. Okay. All right. So that's why it happened. Thank you, Freightman. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is. Monday was St. Patrick's. That's why they were there. Okay. That makes sense. He's from Houston, went JUCO. Is he a player? I ain't never heard of. What high school did he go to? I ain't never heard of Terry Anderson. Dan Brooks from Lamar grew his game. Okay. What's up, Vic? Okay, Dan Brooks, Terry Anderson. I don't remember Terry Anderson, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't know what he played, how tall he is. Uh, but I guess somebody said it. But you know, I want to ask y'all something. I know one thing, North Carolina, just to piggyback on my girl Shaniqua, North Carolina walked into that office. North Carolina walked into their office this morning, right? The fans walked into work this morning. This is what they was doing.
Shoulder movements, come on.
If I was at North Carolina, that's how I would walk into it. Also, he played for the Raptors. Thank you. Deer Park High School, Terry Anderson played for the Raptors. Thank you. Terry, shout out to you, man. And you playing where now? You at High Point. So you in the, so High Point plays. When do High Point play? Let me. I want Terry to think I ain't forgot about it. Let me, can I get my glasses? I had to get my glasses. These brackets too damn. I couldn't enlarge my black brackets. Hold on. Who is High Point gonna play against, y'all? Oh, they play against Purdue. Uh-oh. Early exit. Early exit. Hey, what position did he play, Bobby Benjamin? They playing Purdue. Boy, they got that little Braden Johnson or whatever that little dude look like a mountain man, play point guard, be killing everybody. Victor Gibbons said, is it good, bad that the SWAC has had 3 different champions in the last 3? Let me put this up here. Bobby Benjamin. Oh, you wing. Okay. He said, is it good, bad that the SWAC has 3 different champions? I think it's great. It's not good or bad, it's great. Why would you want one champion, the same champion every year? Vic, I don't understand that, but I don't even understand your comment, Vic. Maybe you can expound a little bit further because you kind of missed the old man with that one. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that. Y'all, I got a serious story to talk to y'all about today, and I'm just ramping it up. Bobby, it's a story. All of it. Summer basketball people need to watch this. Everybody, and I'm gonna wait a little bit later. I got a serious topic I want to talk about. But what I want to do, I want y'all to start sending me emails to Chop Shop Htx about what topics y'all like. You know, because Rod Wales was the only one on here wanted to talk about opening night of baseball yesterday. And tell me some stuff like, baseball opening day. I didn't mean nothing to me. So, but for y'all, I'll do it. He said, "Is it good or bad that the SWAC men's basketball has had 3 champions in the last?" It's. I still don't understand it. Is it good or bad? What's wrong? What's wrong with having 3 different champions? Vicky, what you been doing this morning, man? Could somebody explain what he's saying to me? Because I don't understand what you're asking. Most conferences don't have the same person every year. Let me repeat it. Most conferences don't, the same champion is not repeated for 3. That's why I say I don't even understand what are you talking about. Can anybody, maybe I'm missing something. Because he put the same thing up there twice, but he didn't explain it. Maybe I'm missing something. Y'all, is it good or bad? And I like to try to Do anybody else understand that? I said it's good. It's all right to have. What? I don't understand. I don't, and don't nobody. I guess don't nobody. Is it? Wait a minute. Is my mic? Is my mic dead? Mike. Mike. Is my mic dead? Is anybody? Do anybody understand that? Is it good or bad? The SWAC men's basketball has had 3 champions in the last 3 years. That's why they play the championship. So everybody, y'all in Division I basketball. Let me help you. Maybe this will help you. Maybe that'll help you. This will help you. In Division I basketball, every single one of the 353 teams in Division I basketball has a chance to make it to the tournament. It's fair. They have a chance. You know why? All they have to do is not parody, Herb, it's parody. Parity, not parody. Parody is a joke. But y'all just think about this. And I don't think people even understand, because when everybody was whining about North Carolina, West Virginia, that West Virginia coach was doing all that damn whining. Guess what he did? Left and went to Indiana the next day. Did all that whining about him not getting in. TSU women in the WNIT tournament. They played Thursday night. That's on my list to tell y'all about in a minute. But TSU women, Thursday night at 6:30. They didn't win the conference championship. So they don't get the automatic bid. And their record wasn't good enough to be in the at-large. But in NCAA basketball, I think it's a great, great process that no matter who you are, you in a conference with your peers, in a conference that you choose to be in, West Virginia, who beat us, Alcorn. Alcorn beat the brakes off us. And then Southern beat the brakes off Alcorn. Alcorn beat the brakes off. I mean, we shot 50% from free throw, just like the men did. That's what happened. I love when TSU went 3 or 4 years. Your team can get comfortable in the environment. I like going to the conference tournament with several teams having a chance to win. But I just didn't understand. He says it's good or bad. I mean, it's good. It's bad for the team that don't make it. It's good. It's good for the conference. It's good for the conference if you win or lose. The conference don't care. They guess what? Whoever is the go out of the conference is going to support them. But I was just thinking about something. Think about it, y'all. Everybody in Division I basketball has a chance to go to this tournament. I want y'all to lose light of that, because it's so simple that some of y'all probably missing it. Everybody. University of San Antonio, every school you want to. Every school, it was a question. I don't know if it's good or bad. That's how I'm asking. I don't know the answer to that question. I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe some of these guys are answering the question for you. I don't know the answer to it, because it can't be bad. It can't be bad. So I just didn't understand no question like that. That's all. That was one of those questions that we used to ask on the Chop Shop 8 years ago. We don't ask them kind of questions no more. But back to me explaining because I'm explaining something very important to you. Every year, every team has a chance. You in a conference that you chose to be in, you're at a conference with your peers. On that weekend, you just got to win 3, 4 straight games. Like Alabama State did. Alabama State was not, nobody was thinking about Alabama State winning this tournament. They were afterthought. It was TSU. All people was thinking about TSU. Hold up. Hold up. Well, somebody else might need it. Because with that question, the question you posed, Victor, made me think that you needed to know the rules. How about that? The question that you put up there 2 times made me think you just didn't understand this. Something right about this. Something about that question that you asked made me think that you needed to know how the NCAA works. I'm just sorry. It's your question. Ain't got nothing to do with you. It's the words you put on. I don't even know you, but it's the words that you put on the screen, and you put it on there twice. When somebody put it on there white once, I'll let it go. But when you put it up there twice, that means you really serious about this. Is it good or bad? What do you think? If it's good or bad to you, ask yourself that question. Don't ask me that. He says, great, because my school, Alabama State, won a championship. But we want the SWAC basketball championship to win. So the SWAC, and the SWAC championship went and won. Shout out to Tony Madlock. But y'all, you know, I saw one of the greatest quotes in Memphis basketball history. Because it made me think about this young cat, PJ. Listen to what PJ Haggerty said. Watch this.
Nah, I never really had a list. I always felt like if you take care of the name on the front of your jersey, the name on the back will always be taken care of. So I feel like that's like what I live by. So I'm just a team player, and then yeah. Nah, I never really had a list. I always felt
Because they asked him about certain lists, because he's on all, somebody just sent me another thing saying, watch this. I get updates on anything Memphis basketball, and somebody just sent me is a story up about PJ Haggerty becoming the first Tiger, the Tigers' first consensus All-America in more than 15 years. He's the Tigers' first consensus All-American in more than 15 years. PJ Haggerty, a young man who from this Houston area, went to Crosby High School, went and played for, decided he wanted to go play for TCU. And TCU, I don't know if they redshirted him. I don't know what they did to him. They didn't let him play much. Maybe they redshirted him. He went off to Tulsa, had a pretty good year at Tulsa, and played against Memphis. And Coach Hardaway saw him and said, okay, if he was to get in the portal, that's a guy that I would like to have. And by him choosing a school like Memphis, it ladies and gentlemen, the other day, several scouts in the NBA called me asking me about PJ Henry and PJ Haggerty. I'm sorry, PJ Henry. He used to play for TSU. PJ Haggerty, and you know how people be always talking about. I heard some people that early in the year talking about, man, not PJ, so and so on the draft board. He on the draft board. I say, ain't nobody called and asked me about him. If a kid from Houston, somebody gonna call and say something to me. Say, man, what did you see him? What you think about him? But he is actually on the draft board now in the second round, and but he went to, ladies and gentlemen out here, he went to a college where a coach allowed him to perform. He went to a college where the coach, now, he wasn't consensus All-American at TCU. He wasn't consensus All-American at Tulsa. But he is first consensus All-American in more than 15 years now. If that had been, think about what happened. Somebody paint that picture for me. So tell me, what is the difference in those three stops? Fob, Thaddeus Moody, Willie Sullivan, Gary Carter, Victor Gibbons, Bobby Benjamin, Sonia Billingsley, Trey Phillips, Michael Garcia, Eric Harrison. Eric Harrison, if this had happened on anybody else's watch, no, not necessarily. Why your son didn't make it good here. He was redshirt here. He went to Tulsa, had a little success, but he go here and he one of the best players in the country. No, it ain't got nothing to do with, no, forget the black coach. Forget. Thank you, Sonia. Maybe it's the coach. Have anybody said that? Have y'all heard, y'all been watching? Have anybody said that? See, Fob, I done figured you out. You just don't listen at all. I said consensus All-American. Let me repeat it again. Because some people, and maybe you got wax in that ear. Put your earpiece in the next. I ain't say he balled out. Was he consensus All-American at Tulsa? I'll wait. He balled out at Tulsa and where? Ain't nobody said he didn't. Was he a consensus All-American? Hold up, y'all. I'm showing you what I'm addressing. I gave y'all three senses. I gave y'all three things. I said a man went to TCU. They redshirted him, didn't let him play. He went to Tulsa and did well. I already said that Penny saw how well he played and said, I like him. So he had to play well. I just said that. I just said that, right? But my question was to you, Fob, was he a consistent All-American at any one of those other places? I don't care nothing about no fit. I ain't saying nothing about no fit. Ain't got nothing to do with no damn fit. Shit, he was a good fit at Tulsa. He wasn't no consent. You can fit, but not be no damn consensus All-American. Man, dude, come on, man. Come on, man. Consensus All-American? And you talking about fit? Fit? A lot of people fit. I saw fit. A lot of people fit. Shit. Hold up. Wait a minute. What's his name? What's his name? Sharp? Let me go to U of H team. A lot of them guys fit, but ain't but one an All-American. That's LJ. I said consensus. Do you know what consensus All-American means? That means everybody think you're a badass dude. Tasha said, one difference is that he's not a freshman and he had the opportunity to develop along the way the fact that the coach believed him. Well, no, he was way more than a freshman. He was a red shirt. Wait a minute. TCU, we went there first. Went to Tulsa. Played at Tulsa. So he wasn't no freshman. So his third year around college basketball, he consensus all the math. Everybody don't do that. That don't happen to everybody. Y'all name me one. Name me one. Go in your archives and name me one. Red shirt, get out of here. Tulsa, mid-major, average 20-some points a game. And the next year, you consensus All-American second team in 2 polls. So he just got that. So he just got that much. Okay. I got you. He has a great coach. Nobody said that. Bob talking about fit. Tasha talking about he got better. Who else? See how we think? But if it's one of these, if it was Will Wade, Will Wade. If it was Rick Barnes, Rick Barnes. If it was Bruce Pearl, if it was one of them, it's Coach Cal that did it. I'm just trying to see, do y'all know this is how we think, Barry? This is how we think. A lot of players get better. A lot of players don't be no consensus All-American, Barry. I'm teaching you something. I'm teaching y'all something. It ain't got to do, the coach can believe, hold up. Listen, the coach believe it, everybody on that team, y'all. But everybody ain't on the team, ain't consensus All-American. But he saw something in this. You know what? They had an interview yesterday. And what he love about this team is, and he said something, and coaches, promising coaches, Bobby Benjamin, you're going to be a college coach one day. You got to think about this. Penny said, I had all the X's and O's. I knew about everything about the basketball. He said, I didn't know how to control my locker room away from the court as much. I had too many head coaches, too many people in your ear and too many people in the player's ear. So when he ain't said this, but I'm just looking. So when he fired them coaches and everybody thought he was crazy, including some of y'all on this feed right now, what he was doing is getting them other voices who talking ignorant stuff to my players. That's why y'all think about this. That team was 15-1 in non-conference play and got to the conference team to play where they better than all of these teams and get to losing because too many of these coaches and too many of these people are in these kids' ears. And Penny said, I had to be one voice. I had to get all of that. Damn, them think they want to be coaches and thinking they gonna be the coach, all that. Mike Davis, one of the greatest men I know. They on a TV show in Memphis. They tried to play Penny. They came to him and said, the reason y'all having great success, Mike, he said, because, watch this, y'all having great success, Mike, because maybe it's because you new coaches. What do you bring to this. In other words, telling like Penny needed to bring Mike Davis in to win. Mike Davis on a team that lost 30 some damn straight games in a row. But the dude had to watch these people, how they talk. Mike Davis stopped him and said, let me tell you something. I don't bring nothing to this. My job is to impart this Coach Penny's vision and make sure the players get it. That's my job. He said, a lot of coaches come in here trying to have no, my job is to make sure their voice, whatever Penny is trying to do, I relay it to the players. I ain't trying to do. So he done forgot more basketball than I know. He said, Mike said, Penny is one of the most brilliant basketball minds he ever been around. X's and O's, it don't matter to him. He got that. I mean, he got X and O. He just needed, now he got people like Mike, Andre Turner, Nolan Smith that can calm the waters. Y'all know every one of these players that got agents. Don't even need no damn agent and got them. And the agents running their mouth and don't know the hell what they doing. All of these new, they ain't got a clue. But that's what's going on in college basketball. This man gonna sit up here and tell me we not, listen, you know, sometimes it's all right not to say anything. We all know. No, you know you don't. If you knew he was a hell of a coach, you would have said it. Now you're trying to, look, now you're trying to justify that ignorant ass stuff you said. So he averaged that in the same spot. So why is he a consensus All-American now? Memphis ain't no Power Five. Five. Well, you're showing your true colors right now. You're showing your true colors. I'm just telling you. You're showing your true colors. But Alfio said, thank Penny for giving PJ an opportunity to shine. Penny the one scheduled us to play against all of them teams. So PJ can do that stuff to all of them teams. So you got to say, you got to get a coach the credit. You gonna give him the blame, you probably was one of them ones in the background talking about, man, yeah, man, that guy might have a job over there. Pam, hey Pam. Some people don't understand how to be a good and consistent coach. You're absolutely right. Memphis in the same conference that he was in with Tulsa. But now he's a consensus All-American, and everybody know Penny hell of a coach. No, I bet you don't. I wonder, do you say it when he ain't around? Y'all know I know what y'all listen. I'm damn near like them people at the NFL. When I say something, I already know the answer, y'all, before I just say it just to see what people gonna say. Like I told the young people, if you're going for these interviews for NFL team, don't you go in that line. If they ask you a question about a girl, they know that girl. They know everything. When they ask you, was you disrespectful to this girl done already told them how you done told her F-U-B-I. Yes. Go on, tell the truth. They already know. When I asked it, when I posed it out there, I already knew. Y'all guys just don't want to give some people credit. Y'all just don't. You just don't, and it's okay. Listen, it's okay. Like he said, stay on that side. What John Moran said, Pam, what John Moran said, stay on that side. 12 don't need you over here. But stay on that side. Go look at your brackets. Put your bracket up there. Chris Walker is the only commentator out there. Where did I put that? Chris Walker, guess who he picked? Did I save it? Please let me see. Chris Walker had in the South, wait a minute. In the South, he got Michigan State. In the East, he got, hold on, he got Alabama winning that one over Duke now. He got U of H coming out, and then he got Memphis coming out here beating Florida now. He came out this publicly. See, y'all come out here with this, he's a hell of a coach. He's a hell of a coach. Royce, man, we got, y'all, it's a lot of stuff that we got to stop doing. And I'm going to explain to y'all in a minute. Hold on. Y'all stay there. I got something for you. And you know what I thought about too? Because I sit back, y'all sit back. I watch y'all now. I watch y'all on this feed. I watch y'all on your social media. Why haven't anyone talked about Eddie George leaving Tennessee State and going to take another job like y'all did about Deion Sanders? I'll wait. Sonya, you know they ain't been talking about it. Ain't nobody put it on my screen. I ain't seen nothing. My analytics people ain't seen nothing. Nobody from the boom room said anything about it. That man said I got him rolling. I just be telling the truth, man. I'm sorry. Eddie George go leave a HBCU and get a job. Bowling Green. Nobody said nothing. Snoop, I need you, man. You stay there. Don't you go nowhere. I know you're busy. Explain to me, Snoop. Snoop, I need you to share the show to all your people in Dallas. Because this is gonna be a universal thing, I'm telling you. Tosh, Shaniqua, we ain't talking about the people who didn't see Deion leaving as a problem. We ain't talking about y'all. So you don't even have to say nothing. I'm saying, have y'all noticed? Where's the big scrum? Where's the Twitter people? And Bob, who is this lady who always got something negative to say about Deion, HBCU lady, Yard Talk, some lady. Who is this lady? Because she always got something to say about Deion and Charles McClellan. She must be a Jackson because everything is about Jackson State. Who is that lady? So, let me keep going. I think, see, some things just make me say, And hold on, y'all. Y'all want to know why I support us and everybody on this feed so greatly? Somebody told me, Snoop, one day, man, you too positive. Man, you don't have nothing to say about nobody. It don't do nothing for me to talk about somebody else's misfortunes. See, y'all got to realize my mom, she didn't even allow me to play the dozens when I was young. She said, I'm going to smack the taste out your mouth if you go use your valuable words to talk down on another human being. Now, I'm gonna get some facts about you, but I'm not finna talk about you. If you have a misfortune, something happen in your marriage, I ain't finna talk about you. Me. Don't call me gossiping. If I ease you off the phone real quick, that means I don't really want. Man, I don't want to hear that, man. I got enough stuff that's going on. I got family and stuff going on in too many parts of the world. I have to stay prayed up so everything can happen. Everything can happen good. I got a son in New York. I got a daughter in LA with a grandson. I got people in Memphis. I got people on. So you think ain't nobody gonna respond to the question? I'm telling you. Now this same lady on there talking about Ashley need to be the commissioner. In other words, Charles McClellan. Somebody already got that job, baby. We got black people on Twitter trying to take another black man's job to replace it with another black man. What's wrong with y'all? And then when Alabama State wins and we happy, let me show you how the other side think about us. Watch this. Somebody tweeted this right after the win. So one of them, somebody in the social structure. Y'all know if you've been on this show a while, in Africana studies, they got these two structures. They got the social structure, that's how they see us, and the governance structure is how we see each other. That's why I see all of y'all as great. Even when I know y'all talking about me, but I still think you're great. I want you to be so great that you won't have time to talk about me. Boy, I know that got you. That's gonna go over a lot of people's head. Because if you're doing something so great, you ain't got time. You ain't got time to talk about nobody. I pray all y'all be doing great. But let me keep going. This dude put a text out. He says, so we got an all-black basketball team, talking about Alabama State, and coaching staff, talking about Alabama State. HBCUs were founded because they wouldn't let us go to these other colleges. So, yes, you might have an all-black staff and an HBCU. It's all white staffs all around the country. It's an all white staff at the White House. It's an all white staff in the cabinet at the White House. It's an all white staff. And hold up, he ain't tweeting on that. But watch this, watch this. That's why I said we have to treat each other better. It's how we see each other. Well, watch this. Alabama State, talking about them, playing against St. Francis University in a crucial game with an officiating crew consisted of 2 black males and 1 white female. This a white dude talking. Anybody guess which team who won? Watch this. Diversity, baby. Applicable only when benefiting the narrative, of course. He's talking about, hey, at least the lone white person on Alabama State sideline, a white female, of course, was handing out towels and Gatorade to the team. This what he saw. You saw how we love what we saw. This what white people saw last night. Racism. He's had to say it. Racism. We can't be racist, bruh. Racism absolutely goes ways that that's just one. Just make sure you turn a blind eye and not say anything. God forbid, always using God too. God forbid you have to stand on your own 2 feet and call a spade a spade. This after these boys just went and won this game. This was a tweet. And we want to sit up here and and all I'm doing is pointing out what you're saying. That's why I'm so sensitive when you talk about a black coach. Y'all see how quick they get fired? Rodney Terry, win or lose, those folks up there are behind his back, plotting up to get this man out of here right now. And we ain't doing nothing to help him. Cal Neptune, Villanova, fired. He had to replace Jay Wright. And still had them guys. You got to wait. They were trying to fire Penny. The dude came out, what his name? Jeff Goodman. I put it up on the screen several times. Talking about he done lost his team. He done lost it. Well, he need to step down. And now he has a chance to go and win a Final Four. You think I'm not? Listen, them people were talking about getting rid of Matlock. Shout out to Coach Vernette Skeet. TSU women's basketball coach. She's in the WNIT. I ain't never, since I've been here, I ain't never heard no women's basketball team, our basketball team, even thinking about being in the WNIT. How many people gonna go tomorrow night at 6:30 and support the team? Well, Mike Wilson, yeah. Mike Wilson, yeah. They've been wanting to get rid of him. They forced my man down in Florida State, Leonard Hamilton. All of these coaches been reneging on stuff at these colleges. I know some personally. But they want to sue Leonard Hamilton. Something wrong with us, man. Something wrong with us. Something wrong with us. We got to support him. When Jay Lucas got the job, I saw all of y'all sit up there and run y'all mouth on there. And not one person said, well, no, what can we do to help him keep the job? Y'all, if you go to the gym, y'all, see, this is what we promote. This is stupid. I saw this. Snoop, I'm glad you're here. Somebody explain this stuff to me right here. Somebody explain this to me. Somebody explain this to me. Let me put the other one up there. Seventh grade standings? Most of them kids ain't gonna even be playing in high school. We had a kid on our team in the 6th grade named Big John. His ass Little John now. He stayed the same damn size he was in the 6th grade. And we out here with Junior EYBL around here talking about standings. In the 7th grade, when these kids need to be being developed and learn how to pivot and learn how to do certain things and learn how to pass and learn how they got them going around the country. Money grabs. Just so you can rank them and y'all can have y'all chest stuck out. Then when he get to high school and his ass can't play, then you wonder, man, they sleeping on my son. No, you slept on him. You slept on him back then. He don't know how to play yet. And you got him going and ranking him. Thank you, Trey Phillips, for TSU to host it. You know why? Because when we got off the bus, when we lost, Coach Ski got the call. Several people were calling the BCIC, the Black College Invitational. They was calling it. Both of them called. And she just said, hey, okay, I got action over here. But I got to have my first, I don't know what she said, but I know she said, I got to have my first home game. So St. Mary's is coming all the way from California to come here. Thank you for putting that up there, Trey Phillips. He said something that's so good. He said, for TSU to host a WNIT. Y'all, we're hosting a women's NIT game tomorrow night at 6:30. There's no excuses for not to be in that place. You ain't got nothing else to do. Bring your phone so you can watch the other games on TV, on True TV, if you want to. Who is the seventh? He said, who is the number 1 7? Man, Snoop, I used to didn't understand it because I was a part of it at first, Snoop. You got to understand, I played with J. Michael Reese and DJ Griggs was on Robert's team when I first started in AAU when he was little. They was the number 1, number 2 player in the country. How you know? We ain't seen all the players in the country. Let's get those kids developed. Let's teach them. Since dribble handoff, they're doing it. Teach it to them. So in college, I done saw some of the worst dribble handoffs in the world in college basketball this year by going around all of these games and watching these games. That's why it's a testament to what Alabama State went down there and fought and fought. You got to remember, TJ Matlock missed the front end of a 1-and-1, could have iced the game. Missed it. And the other dude just come down there and fumbling and bumbling that thing out of bounds. Alabama State could have easily lost that game by a missed free throw. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the use in you running your little 7th grade butt around the country? Teach them how to shoot a free throw. Ladies and gentlemen, the last two games I coached. I commentated. I analyzed. Both of the teams that I analyzed shot 50% from the free throw line, and they in college. And win and lose the game by a few points. Quit turning my ball over. You're turning my ball over because you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how to make the right decisions. Let's teach that in the 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, in the 8th grade. And so by the time they get in the 9th grade and go to high school, they'll be much better versions of what they are. But we want to fly them around the country and get some standings and some rankings. But on this day, that man said fundamentals are super crucial. Fundamentals is everything. Because all it does, it gives you confidence. And it slows the game down for you in your mind. You ain't rushing to dribble the ball when 2 guys coming at you. Because you're fundamentally sound and said, look, I'm going to attack one of them. I'm not finna split them and go between them. That's what they want me to do. But you got to learn that in the 6th grade instead of on a tour. You attack the outside shoulder of one. Don't try to take on 2. But if that's ingrained to you in the 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, when you get to college, you won't bumble and scumble the ball out of bounds like that boy for St. Francis did last night. Let me keep going. On this day in 1966, Texas Western, Glory Road, squad upset Kentucky to win the national championship. The Miners were the first team to start an all-black starting 5 in a championship game. I'm going to play a little of this. I don't know if they'll mess with me about it, but I'm going to play a little of it just to let you know. Adolph Rupp said he wasn't going to never have no N-word on his team. Y'all let them bunch of N-words beat y'all. And Pat Riley used to play for this dude. Here we go. Where it's at. I ain't gonna play much of it, but let me give you the feel. Watch this. Can y'all imagine this? Can y'all imagine what's going on right here? Let me go. 1966 ain't that long ago, y'all. Some people still living. Hold on. Y'all can't hear me? Talk to me, text me. Y'all can't hear me? Can you hear me now? My vitals say you can. You said we can't hear. Y'all couldn't hear that? Let me try that again. Hold on. Let me see what happened. Hold on. You telling me y'all couldn't hear that? Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. All right. Hey, y'all with these little, I don't know what y'all doing with these devices y'all got. But well, let me see what else I got. And y'all remember, uh uh the coaches portal is always open. When y'all get mad at these kids for leaving and going, this man, Coach DeVries, Coach West Virginia, raising all that damn sand, talking about the West Virginia should have got in over North Carolina. The next day, he went and took the Indiana job. So that's one black coach out, one white coach in. Y'all can keep the score. And I'm going to explain to y'all who got mad about North Carolina again. I want to let y'all understand North Carolina. Anytime you're doing this stuff, the tie goes to the blue blood. You got to beat them. Y'all, you know you got to beat them a lot more. It was too close. They were not going to let just 3 teams from the ACC get in. It wasn't going to happen because it's a power conference. Y'all, all of this stuff is geared for the power conferences. It's not for the little Cinderellas. You know what? I just be watching these Twitter comments, and maybe we got some people on here who do it. Why? I think it's one of the darkest places in the world. I'm seeing some people saying some great things, and the comments that people say, it don't. I'm just sitting there listening. I said, wait a minute. Why do these people feel so much vitriol towards somebody else? Oh, y'all couldn't hear the video. Okay. I think I turned the video down. Okay. And I ain't mad at the SEC. SEC paying. SEC got money to pay their basketball players. I'm just telling y'all. It ain't that the SEC. SEC, they top 2 or 3 guys been paid. That's the difference in this thing, man. Yo, Georgia Tech ain't got a lot of money. Even Miami ain't got no lot of money. Rick Pitino just said last night, he said, if I don't have enough money, I'm going to call the dude from Body Armor. He's an alumni. He going to make sure I have enough money. Y'all, everybody ain't doing that because they can't do it. They're not giving certain monies now because this collective money they're giving, that can't be written off. No, that's you just got to be really, I really want to give it to you. Now, if I'm donating to the school and donate the stuff to the school and stuff like that, those kind of things are to this program or this thing, that can be the collective. No. You, you get him $1 million, that's $1 million out of your money, buddy. Can't write it off. Hatter said, taking little all over the map, and you can shoot free throws and make a layup consistent. Yeah, you're taking these kids all over the map and can't make a layup. Yo, women's basketball in the SWAC, I ain't never seen so many damn missed layups in my life. Men too. Where? Maybe it's harder to make layups now. Maybe I need to shut up because maybe the goal. Have the goal changed? Is the square changed? Is the square triangle now? Y'all help me. They missing too many layups. What's up, Glenn Bishop? They missing too many layups. Yeah, shout out to TSU. We said this yesterday. They debate team won. Yeah, shout out to them. But in this NCAA tournament this year, y'all, it begins. It began yesterday. We can talk about these brackets a little bit in a minute, but if Women Rock wins, I got to share something with you. We talk about brackets tomorrow. We talk about it. He said the dimensions are the same. The tournament begins. Y'all, somebody told me these particular coaches started as managers. So when you see and talking crazy, these managers, today's managers are tomorrow's head coaches. When y'all start disrespecting these managers, that's why you're supposed to treat these guys, all you players on these teams, quit treating them managers like they ain't. Stop it. Bruce Pearl was a manager. Dusty May was a manager. Scott Drew was a manager. I know it was for his dad, but he was a manager. Bud Williams was a manager. Will Wade was a manager. Nico Medvedev at Colorado State, he was a manager. Rick Pitino, off-field for his dad, he was a manager. Donnie Lynn at Mount St. Mary's, he was a manager. Chris Beard was a manager. So watch how you handle those managers. And I'm again to say this one more time because I got it on my board here tomorrow night, Thursday night. I'm going to talk about it tomorrow at 6:30. You can get tickets. Go to the website at give.tsu.edu/event/women's. Just go to the TSU website and you'll find it. The first round of the WNIT. Y'all know what? I saw this rapper. I don't never heard of him. His name is Iceware Bezo. I ain't never heard of him before in my life. But he sit up there. I ain't never heard of him. Maybe y'all know him. But he sit up there and say he regretted spending $500,000 on a Rolls Royce just weeks after purchasing it. He said, after I done rode it around a couple of times, I done rode it around, everybody know I got it. I sit there and thought about it. It wasn't worth. And soon as I put it off the lot, I lost 100,000 of it because it's used. But he said something at the end of his interview that got me. He said, I got a juice bar a couple of miles away from the Rolls Royce dealership. And he said, I bet you ain't now one of them that been over here and supported my juice bar. They ain't spent $5 at my juice bar. I just spent 500,000 with them. I was powerful. I thought about that. Y'all get that on the way. Y'all get that one on the way home. Talking about Memphis, they're gonna play Friday. I'm just going through all my notes. Memphis is 22 this year. They're 22-0 when the opponent offensive rebound percentage is less than 37%. Memphis problem, the losses they had, the guys rebounded. Sometimes our guys just They've gotten tougher, but sometimes the guards ain't going to rebound. And Colorado State has only reached that mark 2 of their 34 games. I can't wait to see this matchup. I just want to see them. But I got a question for you. Do y'all know? Did anybody realize who are the top 10 prospects? I'm gonna see y'all get them. This just from one guy, but who is the in the top 10 prospects uh, uh, of this tournament, NCAA tournament? Anybody? What's up, Jim? Who are the
Man, what's going down?
who are the top 10 prospects playing in the NCAA tournament?
You mean pro prospect?
Yeah, pro prospects. But since you on, we'll talk about that. Hey, do me a favor, y'all go find it and come back tomorrow and tell it to me. Come on, Jimmy, you got it. You got it. You got it.
Yeah,
Go and
shit.
get you got 35 minutes and we out. Let's go.
That's
Man,
it. That's it right there.
that's a
You
good one.
guys, of course, the spring icebreaker is over with and recovered, and taking care of all type of stuff. And now you back to the March Madness officially started yesterday, and going to we'll have the round of 64 after this day is up. NIT started yesterday, as well as you got other tournaments. I don't know how many of them. Every year they add another one. It look like it's kind of like boxing belts that they're doing with these collegiate uh, postseason tournaments nowadays. But and one thing you can see though that's definitely been influxed upon you, whether you want it or not, and that is the advertisement and the solicitation of the different gambling portals that you have around the world, and you basically can't even watch a game without some of that stuff being thrust upon you. That goes to show and prove that the genie that has been let out that bottle is not likely to ever be able to be returned up in there, because that's the way of the now, and that is that money. A lot of that money helps fuel a lot of the evil that you see, or a lot of the disdains that you may grieve about in collegiate or amateur sports. And but transfer portal, that's another different topic. It is officially upon us, and I think we're starting a running total of guys from within Greater Houston, or that's from those high schools within Greater Houston that are in the portal, and already that list has approached roughly about approximately 10 or so young men, and it's going to continue to grow. I think last year we had it peaked at about 50 had last year. So that's the over and under. Will we get 50 or more former Greater Houston players that are in Division One basketball now? Will it this year eclipse that number? So that's
How
going
many
to
of
be
the
interesting.
50 got it? Did you do the research on how many of the 50 got picked up?
Um, that's a good question on how many actually got picked up. I think we can go back and look if Doug Jones is on. He can go and probably retrieve that number, um, which definitely be interesting
Because it's
to
easy to
me.
get in, Jimmy, but it ain't that easy to get out. It's
Well,
easy to
it's
get in
some
the
of the
portal,
guys,
huh?
and I think some of these guys it's be funny because and I'm looking at the list from '04, right, from 2024 right now, and based on last year, the amount that were 52. I said it was 50 plus 52 in 2024. Out of that 52, here's the total of how many of those actually went to other Division One schools. It's intriguing. I want you guys to remember this now, so that way we can track it. Um, you can count them. Hell, I can call them out You can count them. Let me know when you're ready. I'll call them out. You count them.
All right.
That way, some of these names will be refreshing. This is from 1 year ago, guys. I'll go in the alphabetical order by first name. Aaron Scott went from North Texas to St. John's.
That's one.
And he's kicking butt. And he has another whole year left after this. But he got to play somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'll speed it up a little bit. AJ Ferguson from Southern Illinois to Murray State. Amari Abram from Georgia Tech to Louisiana State. Right. Ashton Smith from Oral Roberts to South Dakota.
So that's 3, right?
No, it sounds like 4 right there.
Okay, so go back
Aaron
over.
Scott.
This one.
Aaron Scott. AJ Ferguson went from Southern Illinois to Murray State.
Okay.
Amari Abram went from Georgia Tech to Louisiana State.
That's 3.
Ashton Smith, the big fella, went from Oral Roberts to South Dakota.
4.
Braylon Bush went from Northwestern up in Louisiana to Prairie View.
5.
Braylon Love went from Texas State to Nevada.
That Brandon Love?
Brandon Love. I said Braylon Love. Brandon Love.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Brian Miles went from Prairie View to Nickel State.
7.
Cam Ambery went from Oral Roberts to Southern.
8.
Chris Johnson went from University of Texas to SFA.
4.
Nope.
4. I ain't said nothing. 4.
You can't say nothing good.
You
can't say nothing good. You
can't
say nothing good.
I ain't said nothing.
Then wait till later.
That's 9. That's 9.
Davion Houston went from Longwood to Coastal Carolina.
10.
Damari Williams went from Oral Roberts to HCU.
11.
DJ Nussbaum went from VMI, Virginia Military, to Eastern Kentucky.
12.
DK Thorne went from Alcorn to UT Rio Grande Valley.
I like him. 13.
Mo Manecki went from Abilene Christian to Wisconsin Milwaukee.
14.
That's where your homeboy went. That's where our liquor folk went. What's the liquor store in Edu? Right there between Edu and what they call it now. I'm sorry.
Oh, Corey McCoy.
The little brother. What's the brother name?
Jason.
Jason went to. That's where he went. Wisconsin Milwaukee from Milby High School back in the day. Eddie Lampkin from Colorado to Syracuse.
Okay, 15.
Elijah Elliott from Rio Grande Valley to Southern Illinois.
16.
Javon Jackson from Utah State to Illinois Chicago, UIC.
17.
Jarrell Colbert from Kansas State to SMU.
18.
There you go again.
Man, I just cannot laugh, man. I be trying to give me. Oh, some of these kids, man, people made such a big fuss about.
No, just hold that thought. That's a note.
Come on.
That's what we talk about in a minute. That's how we go.
Watch this. Hold up. I smacked myself. Come on.
Jonathan Massey from Longwood to North Texas.
That's a good move.
John Chanu from Rio Grande Valley to Eastern Michigan.
I don't remember him. That's 20.
Jordan Ivy Curry from UTSA to Central Florida. Justin Hill from Georgia to Wichita State.
Okay.
This is 1 year ago.
Yeah.
The transfer. We just tuned into the Chop Shop. You guys share the show right now because somebody we talking about, we bound to hit either one of the summer coaches, high school coaches, kin folks, somebody about to go start splicing in a minute. Y'all just hold tight. Get your splices ready.
Hey man, don't be using my words, man. But keep going.
Keanu Dawes from Rice to Utah.
Okay.
I gotta laugh. Keontae Cornelius from Jackson State
Don't
to
you say
Alcorn.
nothing. Don't you say a word.
From Jackson State to Alcorn. Woo! Kellen Amos from Central Connecticut to Rice.
Okay. That's 25.
Okay. Marcus Smurf Melinda
Oh,
from South Alabama to UTSA.
I like him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Imariagabi from Houston Christian to Wright State.
Okay, I don't know him.
PJ Haggerty from Tulsa to Memphis.
I kind of really like that move.
Oh,
hold
Lord.
up, Jimmy. Hold up. Don't go no further. Hold up. Now we can carry on.
Reuben Jones from North Texas to Michigan.
Kind of like that one too. Hold on.
Yeah. Ryan Bolton from Texas State to Prairie View. Terry Anderson from Lamar to High Point. Tremont Mark from Arkansas to Texas. Trey Miller from Southern Illinois to UT Rio Grande Valley. Valentine Cat from Lamar to HCU. And last but not least, Wesley Yates III from Washington to USC. How many we got?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 35. That ain't bad.
So that's 35 out of the 52. Now, I add 2 more with an asterisk
Okay.
to that total.
Okay.
You have 2 young men that went in the portal but ending up returning to their same schools. Isaiah Barjanet went UT Rio Grande Valley. He went in the portal and ended up going back. You know, he's like, the hell with that. He tried to step off that plank and say, shit, I'm going back inside. And also the other young man that returned to his own school.
We shouldn't be counting them then.
I say an asterisk. That means technically he went in the portal, but he went to his own, you know, because sometimes when you go to that portal, some coaches close
Don't
the door.
want you back.
Some coaches say you can't come back inside this house. You're gonna stay in or stay out.
Barry said he heard one. I was laughing. Barry said I was laughing when you said one. I forgot. Oh, Cornelius. Keontae Cornelius. That's I was laughing because I know about Jimmy Hill. But now what we gonna talk about?
Now, hold on. Now you had to come in first. You had to come in.
No,
first.
I just said, man, some of these kids, we make a big fuss out. People arguing over them in summer basketball. People doing all this stuff and all of this, and now I don't even hear from their ass no more. Man, I remember with one boy dude, the people was getting money for the boy. They go to here, they had the video guy getting money, everybody getting money trying to mess with this little boy. And then he going all of these. What are we trying to do? What are we trying to do in summer basketball? What did it worse, Jimmy? You got male groupies that's shopping these kids with from bag to bag. The coach come call and tell me, man, you got the coaches come. It's so bad. Shaka Smart said, look, nobody on my team gonna have no agent. You got an agent, you can't play for Marquette. The agent ain't gonna get a percentage of your money. I'm gonna find out how much money these people gonna give you, and we're gonna give you this money, and you gonna save your money. Ain't no agent. If you come on this damn team, you ain't got no agent. No agent better not call me for you. You're off my team. I said, wow. Guess what Cam Johnson, his best player? Guess what he got listed under his profile, Jimmy?
What?
Who his agent is? Shaka Smart. If you want to reach me, call Shaka Smart. Shaka said he just ain't finna get into that mess, man. Even Rick Pitino said, man, I don't talk to these folks about no money. But if they come to me saying they need some money, I know one person gonna give me that money. That's the dude that on Body Armor. He said, I'll call him. He said, that's how I got all these players. That's how I got Aaron Scott. That's how I got Kadari Richmond. He said it. Kadari Richmond, under normal circumstances, wouldn't have never left Seton Hall in Jersey to come here to St. John's. He wouldn't have never left. But Seton Hall didn't have the money. Rick Pitino, the man. I'm just Jimmy. It's just so much going on out here, man. In this land, and it's not for everybody now. It's just for just the high end players. So little Johnny, we ain't talking about we ain't talking about you right now. But keep going. But that's all I wanted to say. It was because he's talking about how many was supposed to be pros. All of them. I'm talking about. Man, he can't miss. He a pro. 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 But I ain't gonna lie, I love this portal. Because the coaches portal, Jimmy, the coaches portal is always open. The coaches ain't got no date. And they can fire your coach. You can fight. Man, look at Damon. Look, Damon got his head beat in by last night. Georgia Tech ain't never supposed to lose to Jackson State.
No.
Jacksonville State. Jacksonville State. It's got Jack State. Jacksonville State. They ain't never supposed to lose. The power conference. Coach Tony Matlock was nervous for his job all year, Coach. This stuff is hard. You remember Jeff Goodman and some of your people call you in the beginning of the season when Penny fired all them coaches. I can imagine what they were saying. He don't know what he's doing. They need to quit. Now I got one of the best teams in the country. Y'all got to be, presidents, y'all got to be a little bit more patient with these coaches, especially these black coaches. You got to be a little bit more patient. I give them some more money so they can go get some of these dudes like Auburn did. The SEC paying good. They paying like they weigh. That's why they got 14 teams in there. But keep going, Jim.
And I think I left one off, forgot one. And if I'm not, Michael Oakes went from Detroit Mercy to A&M Corpus Christi.
Yeah, I remember somebody talking about that kid.
And also I think somebody posted in the Boom Boom Room that Zach Gunselin went from TCU to UTSA. He was a young man that went there as a walk-on. And now understand, if you didn't know, walk-ons they do count in the totals of the transfer portal. I think it's, they're part of the team. So walk-ons count in the transfer portal.
Jimmy, somebody just sent me something, man.
So that's two more how to add to the total. So how many we had now?
I put them down. That's a lot. That's 35, 36, 37. That's 39.
39 out of 52.
If you count the two that you said went back to school.
Well, actually, it would be 53 because I added Zach onto that list, and I'm keeping this in my archive, and which is a good percentage. I think I think that's good. I think that's a good percentage.
But Jimmy, I'm looking. Somebody just sent me Pepperdine freshman guard named Jax Oliveira. Plans on
he's from the area.
He averaged 5 points a game and 1 rebound. And he jumped in the portal. And he scored 27 points against Gonzaga in December. And Corey Barker is his agent.
I mean, I'm gonna ask Corey when I see him. Do agents ever turn down, kids, or they take all comers?
Man, quit, man. Quit, man. That man, they can quit.
No, I'm not. No, because it's different, Hatter, than what you're used to.
It's different. It's real different.
Because their agents can be NIL agents.
If you ain't got nothing, you're gonna take one.
Yeah, but okay. In the same breath, all ambulance lawyers don't take all cases.
But this ain't.
They don't get paid unless you get paid. But I'm just saying though. But NIL agents are similar. They don't get paid unless you get.
Jimmy, they sign them, and then if they can't get nothing to them, both of them, either one of them gonna leave or the other gonna leave. So it ain't no sweat off their back.
I know, but they don't get paid unless you get paid. So
But you
it's
ain't hearing me.
similar to
You,
not
si-
a competitor.
you sign him. If don't nothing happen, if I can't get him nothing, he gonna either leave me, I'm gonna leave him. That's all.
They don't owe you nothing if you can't get them nothing. They don't
No,
owe you anything if you don't get nothing.
no. You
So it's
don't
the
owe
same
them nothing
thing.
either.
Same thing. Same thing. That's what
Yeah.
ambulance. That's what those ambulance lawyers. Hey. When you go and you get in one of them wrecks, all of a sudden they connected with the hospitals. You guys get to one of them hospitals and give them a case. You think the nurses sitting there making whatever they making an hour? They making some extra on the side. They getting them addresses and forward them right to them doggone attorneys.
Hey,
Yo,
man.
you gonna have your mailbox gonna be filled up in 72 hours.
Dude,
Your mailbox gonna be filled.
dude.
The
It's just
hammer.
it's some stuff that hey, it's some stuff I got to wait for a little while that I know about this, all of this situation. It's some things, y'all, I know I just can't give you yet. Cause y'all ain't ready for it. Cause y'all ain't ready for it yet. But it's some stuff is happening in this industry you just wouldn't believe. You just wouldn't believe.
So I got a good one. One of the Alfio mentioned Ryan Bolton. This is one of the comments in the Boom Boom Room. It
Was a
says that
walk.
Ryan Bolton was a walk-on at Prairie View.
Okay.
It's the name we call it. Okay. Remember, walk-ons count toward the portal both ways.
Yeah, okay.
They count when they're leaving and they count when they're going in. Now, speaking of walk-ons in that portal, one of the letter. Did you guys know one of the last names that I called is a walk on right now? He's probably the best walk on in the United States of America, and he was just named to all freshmen in that Big Ten conference. You know what I'm talking about? None other than Wesley Yates III. He is not on scholarship at USC.
I
Believe it or
know.
not.
I just didn't say nothing about it. I've been knowing it though. But
So
when they told me it wasn't for public consumption. So I just remember say, well, when you tell me something, parents, I don't never talk about it. I've been knowing that the whole season. Got nothing. I was out there, Jimmy. I've been knowing it the whole season. But they just didn't have a scholarship. That don't mean nothing though.
They didn't have nothing. It don't mean nothing because NIL. Well, it didn't mean nothing anyway.
Yeah.
They want you that. Well, it go. See, I say this all the time. What the NIL does now, for some people, would rather, believe it or not, there are some companies would rather go by the book and pay by the book. That way, you can have receipts. And there's other companies.
That's name, Jimmy. You got to remember now. You got to explain now. It's two different entities out there now. It's the NIL, name, image, and likeness that you can go get benefit, and it's the collective. That's a different entity.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's two different. And collectives just do what the hell they want to. But the NIL try to follow, them the guys you talking about try to follow the rule. The NIL, because all the NIL is you can use, they can come to RCS Sports, a legitimate company, and you can be a sponsor for one of these players. Like right now, you can go to TSU right now and sponsor and be one of the players. What you call? Guess what? If it don't interfere with your other situation, but that's just the way it is. It's just two different entities now. That's all. Just want to let y'all know that. But keep going. I'm sorry.
That's good to know regarding to. Just want to throw it out there. And now they got to give him whatever the bag that he didn't get for NIL from USC. They're going to give him just like paying me back pay. You got to give me time and a half.
Jimmy, West got a bag at Washington and didn't even play.
Yes, well, that's some of that bag is what paid for it. That's why legally people say, "Well, how he paid for it?" Well, he had a bag. He had some crumbs left. Guess what? Everybody that get food don't put it in the refrigerator. Some people put it in the freezer, and then you got to throw it out. So he had some stuff in the freezer.
Jimmy, let me explain what the collective is. Collective is we can be a collective right here on the Chop Shop. It's a collection of us pool our money together, and we're gonna decide what school we want to give our money to. That's all it is. It's collective. We're not. It ain't about no NIL or nothing. We able to just say, we want to get little Johnny this amount of month. We want to get him amount of month. We just, as a group of collective of us, just put our money in a pool, then show how and help the program with money to keep required player. Like this guy, reported, the guy from Under Armour. He ain't part of NIL. He just said, the guy know, Patino know, look, I just go ask him for some money. He just gonna give it to us. So that's what the collective is. Collective is a different animal. NIL, guess what? You're gonna go in there, you're gonna sign, you're gonna have a contract, you're gonna do collective. Jimmy, they got their own little things trying to tell you now. If your ass don't go to class, if you don't do this, we can take this money back. Now, I mean, it's just so much stuff. I guess can't tell you everything, Glenn Bishop. You just got you just got to ride the wave for a little while. But help is on the way. I can tell y'all, help is on the way.
And you know, it's funny you said earlier. We were talking about the
And I'm sorry, Jimmy.
portal.
The collective, if they don't want to give you that money, they ain't gonna give it to you like they did Richard, like they did my man Hamilton, Leonard Hamilton down there. And then they said, well, I can't get it from him. I'm gonna sue Hamilton. Yeah, somebody sent me the text. I wanted to, and the collective can say, I ain't gonna give you this money. Ain't nothing your ass can do. But keep going.
Well, we knew that was remember when that happened. We talked about it on the Chop Shop,
Mhm.
and I initially I saw the red flag. I said the red flag is they named about 3 or 4 entities in the lawsuit, but one of them was not the guy who
Mhm.
was the one they had been communicating with that were over the collective. You sued everybody, but the guy with the bag.
Yeah. It was
That
something.
was a red. I saw that, and I ain't even a lawyer.
Jimmy,
I said, "Oh
Jimmy,
hell."
he done turned on. Yeah, yeah. You know, yeah.
That,
You see
that,
it.
it,
Yeah, yeah,
he,
yeah,
he's a plant.
yeah,
That's what it was. That he was the guinea pig
yeah.
that they went out there and rolled out there to do this. And the reason it's bad because everybody in the business know Coach Ham was getting ready to lay it down anyway.
Yeah.
It was just that, and a guy had done that much for the program
Yes.
and had brought that much attention to Florida State
Yes.
and made them relevant in basketball again. And for you to squeeze him out like that
Yeah.
is so effed up.
But
So effed up. Understand? He did not commit a crime.
no,
Adam,
he
he didn't
didn't.
commit a crime. You could
No,
just those are meetings you have in closed doors. Look, Ham, go and lay it out. We're gonna get your swan song, and we'll keep this in the
Hey,
box.
they did him, and guess what? He got so much class, but I wouldn't have had no class. He need to let somebody tell that story for him, cause he is a too good of that man. I love sitting up. I never forget that man, never. And how I really met him is when they fired my coach, Robert's coach at Cornell, and Robert was. I wasn't thinking about it. Talking about he wanted to just go to Cornell and just finish his degree, and then he was gonna have a year eligibility and don't play. And I said, oh hell no, we finishing what we. But Leonard Hamilton was one of the guys that we talked about, and I just told him I owe you the courtesy of talking to you, but we ain't going nowhere. Nowhere. We staying. I ain't quitting. But it's you're a good dude, man. I just hate black. That's why I'm always a champion for black coaches. I'm not gonna be champion of one because I like them or they do something for me. I am a champion. If anybody watch me in my walk, I'm a champion for all coaches that look like me. Cause I know how hard. I know I get a chance to talk to them guys. I know y'all don't understand. I done had to talk Penny off a ledge all year, and he's a zillionaire. He don't need this coaching. He do it because he love it. That's why it was hurting him so bad. Y'all don't understand. It was some dark nights when people just, that's Jimmy, you go 15-1 in non-conference, and then you get the conference with them dudes ain't half as good as you, and you get to losing and losing because you got David, that dude, he mad at Quinley, and Quinley mad at him, and he mad at him, and he couldn't. And them sorry ass assistant coaches couldn't control that locker room. That's why Penny said, "These next guys, I'm gonna be college basketball is crazy because." So many of these guys is hearing from all, and you assistant coach, shut your ass up. And what you need to do is be the visionary to carry the vision of your head coach. All you assistant coaches are out there trying to think y'all you're running your path. Man, I need to do this. No, man, wait your damn time. So, I mean, there's just so much stuff going on in college basketball, man, right now. And these black coaches, that's why I say I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm gonna say it here again. That's why I thank guys like John Urey. Y'all don't have to like him. But PJ Haggerty wouldn't be on that team, Memphis team, if it wasn't for that guy. You know, y'all can sit up and ain't nobody else sent no player there. Nobody else in Memphis sent. Kendrick Davis made his own decision, but ain't nobody else sent no player to Memphis. So I'm gonna always be indebted to John Urey because he had the power. And guess what? I asked Penny. I said, man, how did PJ get here? He said, man, John Urey. I said, what? I thought, because somebody else came to me and told me they did it. Wait till we get off the air, Jim. I'm going to tell you who it was. Came to me and said, man, I'm the one who orchestrated that deal. But I asked Penny. And he said, John Urey. So, I mean, and then Jared Harris is there. So, I mean, man, hey, man, I just look at what people do. People can say a lot of stuff. I watch what you do, Jimmy. Keep going.
And on this list, we got to add another update. So to the total, you say the total was at what, 30? We're talking about transfer portal
And,
from a year
39.
ago.
39.
30. We're 39?
Yeah.
Well, we got 40 now. Galway Dwall. Remember, he had declared for the NBA draft, and they let him apply to, the deadline of going back to college. Hey, son, get your ass back in college. What the hell you doing? Whoever you listen to, you better stop. So he went and he ended up going and signing with Seton Hall, where he played it this year.
Oh, he did?
Seton Hall this year.
Okay.
Yeah. Galway Dwall. Remember, this young man went to Bush High School. Hey, him and Tyler Smith were freshmen at Bush High School together. This young man and Tyler Smith. They played on the same middle school, if I'm not mistaken, in the middle school city championships. My first ever one, 7 years ago. I'm just saying, but you can see both of them left Bush High School, Adam. One of them got drafted in the NBA right now, and the other one is playing Power 5 basketball. They were teammates.
Yeah.
Bush High School has never had two teammates that of that magnitude since Kelly Oubre and Cam Ridley was at Bush High School in 2012. Well, actually, it wasn't 2012 because Kelly Oubre left that senior year.
Where you go?
Remember Kelly Oubre?
Where you go?
Kelly Oubre left. Kelly Oubre left his senior year.
Yeah.
He's older than
I ain't gonna lie, I
Cam
forgot
Ridley.
about that.
Kelly Oubre left and went to prep school in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They shut down.
Sure did. Yeah.
The car lot. The car lot guy.
That man said it's God.
Got all the cars.
Hey man, my young fella, man, in the portal, man. Chance White. I see his daddy on there. Chance White in the portal, man. Jimmy, the little my little fella who shot all the balls, man. You done ran the man out of here, man, with your right. You done ran the man out of the town, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
He just gone. He wrote a letter. He got a letter from an agent. You know, he got to edit out.
What? Hold on. Going where?
He said he out of there. He done left us, man. See, you done ran.
Oh, you talking about TSU? You talking about TSU?
Yeah, I'm talking about
TSU.
TSU.
That one. I'm talking about Alcorn. I'm talking about Alcorn.
No, I'm talking about TSU.
Oh, yo. You know what? Good.
No, no, that ain't no good.
Good.
That ain't good.
All the losses if all the losses he leading the team in shot attempts, and damn near every loss this season he leading the team in shot attempts. That's a common denominator.
Well, somebody want him now.
Yeah, somebody gonna take him.
Hold
Somebody
up,
take him.
hold up, hold
He
up.
gave y'all a Dear John letter on the internet, huh? Ain't that something? Ain't that cute? Shit.
Hey, you
Ain't
talking
that
all that
cute?
stuff? He got an agent and everything, buddy. You talk. He had an agent and everything, man. It's called uh, the JCK Sports Group. I love it. Let's get out of here. I got to get out of here, man.
If you can't say nothing good, then just
Landon Bussy, they talking about he's out at Alcorn. He looked kind of weary, man. I like that
oh
coach
man.
too, man. He used to be at Prairie View.
Black man and got that coach fired. Wow.
Hey, man, I'm finna get off. I'm not.
Hey, look what I got, man. Look what I got, man. I got my thing filled
I
out,
ain't
man.
feeling
Go
that.
and fill your thing out.
Dude,
Go and fill your thing out, man,
dude.
before they
I
throw the
see,
ball in there this night.
I see
Fill
one,
your thing out.
but put it back up there right quick. Put it back up there. I see
No,
one
I
that's
ain't
off.
putting it back up there.
No,
I don't
put
do
it.
that.
I see one that's
You trying
wrong
to cheat off
already.
my bracket.
See,
What you mean it's wrong already? They ain't played yet.
Hold up. I don't get the newspaper. I don't get the newspaper. The other side. I want to see the other side. Flip side. Okay. Boy, you got to be out your rabbit mind.
Which one? Which one? Which one? You better
Man,
not tell me you got Memphis going to the Final Four.
I got
You better
Memphis
not
going
tell
to
me
the
you got
Final
Memphis.
Four.
You better not tell me that.
I got them.
God.
You got Auburn up there, Jimmy. Ain't no team ever in history lost 3 of their last 4 games, went to the Final Four out of championship. So you saying
Man,
Auburn gonna buck the
look,
system?
look at the road. Look at the road. They gave them a cake
You ain't
quad.
hit. They got to go through Florida and Memphis. Memphis gonna
Dude,
beat Florida.
no, the regional. No, Memphis is on the bottom quad. Dude, they getting Auburn playing in Atlanta, man.
Auburn gonna get beat, man.
The southern regional is in
Remember I
Atlanta.
told you Auburn gonna get beat.
Yeah, maybe so, but that we just throw them on the.
Oh,
You know what I did?
you just going with the
I didn't
favorite.
put up. No, I'm not. A lot of these teams don't. I'm rooting for a lot of them to.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't think certain
hold on,
teams are
hold
capable
on,
is
hold on.
capable of winning
Jim,
3 or 4 straight games.
Jimmy, let me
So
stop. Hold on, let me stop, Freight. Don't email your brackets to Chop Shop. I don't even want to see y'all brackets. Don't email, don't email nothing to the Chop Shop. don't email nothing to the Chop Shop. We ain't get your bracket. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna go buy a newspaper today just for that. And I'm gonna fill out a bracket. Cause I
yeah,
got
man,
one
feel
here.
like
Oh, I can fill out this. I just can't see. It's too little.
yeah, the newspaper good. You know what? You know, I got yesterday's paper. All
No,
you do is
I'm not
go
coming
stop.
way out there.
No, go stop in the library. No, go stop in the library. The library got to keep the newspaper by default. Your closest library
I got
got
it.
yesterday's paper.
Dude,
Tell them, hey man, let me get this.
Jimmy, I buy the paper,
No,
man.
they not selling. They not selling them. They ain't got. They ain't.
No,
Maybe.
I
I don't
can
know.
go and get one. I can buy a paper. I get it.
Oh, the corner store. Yeah, you get one at the
I'm
corner
gonna get
store.
my own paper.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I'm
cost
gonna get
about
my own
$1 at the
paper.
corner store.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my own paper, and I'm gonna fill that thing out. Matter of fact, I'm gonna leave in a few minutes to go get my paper. Cause tonight, hold up, Jimmy. Tonight, hey, Jimmy,
Yeah, you got
Jimmy,
some.
hold up.
You got some
This I
good
know.
stuff tonight.
Hold up, Jimmy. This how North Carolina came in. This how North Carolina guys they came in to work this morning. Oh! Hold on, man. Let's see. Let's see what we got tonight. Texas, Jimmy. What's the fate of your boy Rodney Terry tonight?
I got them winning tonight. That was a gauntlet of a conference and all that pressure in that conference for them in the SEC, and you can see a gauntlet, man. And I got them winning tonight. I got them beating Xavier. And the thing is, the key, of course, you got to realize sooner or later, Tremont Mark has to have one of them signature games sooner or later. And then Trey has just been like this. You come out there and you score 39 and come back and score, you barely crack double digits, if that, the next game. So the consistency is the key. We need this Longhorn team to just be playing their B game, and they will win this. They don't need an A game tonight. They just need their B game, and they're winning this game.
I ain't gonna fill my bracket out to tonight.
And I said Texas Longhorns. That is.
I'm gonna fill my bracket out tonight after this over with because I want to know who's gonna win these games. I don't, because that 11. So what I'm trying to see what region who would Texas play if they win? Because I ain't got my glasses.
Yeah, I got it over here with my bracket.
What they
Texas will play Illinois, and I got them beating Illinois.
You got to be out your rabbit ass. What?
Got them beating Illinois.
Right pocket.
Illinois lost 12 games. Texas right there ain't but 2-3 games more than them.
Texas lost 1,000.
Texas done played a harder schedule than Illinois have.
Texas could lost 15, but they lost in them schedules.
Yeah,
I don't care how many. If you lose, you lose.
If Illinois plays the same schedule that Texas play, Illinois lose 15 plus. Easy.
Hey man, Alabama State gonna upset Auburn.
Man, stop. You just want to keep it good for the first two TV timeouts. Keep this thing good, and we gonna be proud of Matlock, man. That's my dude. Guess what? He got it done, man. Matlock got it done the old-fashioned way. Man, that thing was wide open, so everybody in the SWAC hurting right now because they saying once Southern got hit upside the head, once Jackson State got hit, but that was the finals when they beat Jackson State. So Jackson State made it there, and one of those Florida teams were good all year in the SWAC as well.
Bam was good. Both of them.
Once they got knocked out, them in Southern, it was wide the hell open.
Because we should have had that thing, man.
But you lost to the Alabama State. That's the team that made it. So now, guess what? They picked their best basketball to produce at the right time of the season.
That man said he got Texas winning 2 games. Y'all got to be out y'all rabbit. Hold up. Just tell me what
Yeah, I got Texas winning 2. I got Texas beating Illinois.
Where? You got them winning. Man, Kentucky beat the brakes off. Man, y'all, hey.
No. The 2 games is tonight plus Illinois. I got Kentucky beating Texas after that. Texas have beaten shot they ward by then. They'll be that's what I'm saying. Like certain teams, they ain't got 3 straight wins.
I'm filling out your bracket tonight. Soon as this little mess of this skirmish over tonight, American and Mount St. Mary's, that little skirmish tonight.
And that Texas game is 8 p.m.
Yeah, it's late.
On True TV.
Yes, sir.
8 p.m. True TV. However, they got a good one before that, though, Howard. A good trap game.
What?
No, that's women. That's women.
Yeah.
That's women.
I want to watch women game good. What are you talking about?
I ain't Iowa State and Princeton. Not women. Men, yeah. Not Iowa State.
Hey, tomorrow.
Oh, I got a good one. Here go a good one. NIT, SMU in Northern Iowa will come on. Well, that's 8 o'clock too.
I'm not watching no damn NIT. My boy got his head. Damon got his head tore off last night in the NIT. I don't want to watch.
I'm gonna tell you. Speaking of NIT, a game last night that was scary. A team that's scary in the NIT that looked really good last night. That doggone Arkansas State with the Ford kid that played and look TJ Ford Jr. Not Houston's, the other TJ Ford. Them little guys was looking good last night, man. Arkansas State, I'm telling you, NIT. Hey, how about before we go? I haven't checked and got the coach told me to call him and I forgot. Coach, I forgot to call you to get the intel. The NCAA called South Alabama and told them they were in the NIT
at 9:30, and at 10:30 called them back.
And about an hour later,
yeah,
and gave them the news they were out. That is wrong on so many levels that you would not believe. You guys, you don't even understand how wrong that is because for emotional. Now you got to go back and do all this damage control and say basically now
one by hour,
and they don't make no amenity. So that's
so
if South Alabama is ever on the bubble for any type of consideration with the NCAA, and you wonder how they get in or how they got the favor in the future, that's the OU one. that they're going to get that they got in the tape. That's for
Hey
true.
man, Jimmy, ain't it opening day? Roger,
That was 2 days ago was opening day
okay.
in
Roger, what
Tokyo.
you talking about? In Tokyo.
I mean, them Dodgers looking good, man. Without Mookie, he's not playing right now. I
How
say
can
Mookie
you
got
say they looking good? They ain't played but 1 or 2 games.
they played the dude looking good right now. Without them, for you to come on there, understand you don't have one pitcher. You don't have Mookie. You don't have Freeman. And that's three of your key starters. Then to go in there over to Japan, and I mean the Cubs ain't, they got Kyle Tucker. They got our dude Tucker, King Tuck. I'm quite sure how's that working out, Tuck. They didn't want to pay Tuck though.
I can't
I ain't
wait.
mad. I
I
ain't mad
can't
at
wait till you tell me, because I don't, me and
dude,
opening.
the whole the National League is going to be one of the most exciting years in modern day history for the National League, because now the Dodgers are like they're public enemy number one. You're the world champs, but you have a healthy Atlanta Braves, right? You have a healthier Padres. The Mets have loaded up now. They open in Houston for next week. The New York Mets with Sosa and all those boys, they up in Houston, and of course, Siri is a starting center fielder for the Mets. Dude, you got the Phillies once again, the Mets. You got the Braves. You got the Padres. All of them in the National League, along with the Dodgers. It's gonna be fun this year. It ain't gonna easy task. Dodgers are the team to beat. We'll see. Hey, Astros, I reserve my judgment for them in due time. It was fun while it lasted with the Astros. I just don't see it this year, but it was fun. All we gotta do is just try to do better than the Rangers, which is gonna be hard because they are healthier. But anyway, let's get on up out of here, man, and go get your bracket. Go get your bracket, folks.
Jim Hicks, Rob Hatter. You are now tuned in to the Chop Shop. I'm Retro. Let's get it. We in the Chop Shop. We live in the Chop Shop. We talking sports talk. We live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. I'm talking sports talk. So turn your dials up. It's live in the Chop Shop. We in the Chop Shop. We